we have time for one more question, please.
Okay, well, first I just wanted to say that it was a really great presentation, and you guys really reassured me about a lot of issues that I've been thinking about recently. Also, my question is more directed to Julie, because I understand that you worked with NGOs, and that's a field that I'd really like to get into. And I'm just finishing up a master's in sociology, and so I've started looking forward to what opportunities there are, and I'm finding it's a really tough thing to get into. There's a lot of volunteering you can do, internships, but they're all fairly competitive. And I was just wondering if you had any advice as to how to get involved in something like that.
Yeah. Well, good for you for looking at NGOs as an option. And I think your field in sociology is probably one of the most interesting to see how we all interact and where we come from. And I think that that knowledge of our culture is very broadly applied, so that's a really good start. I think what you might want to do is do a little research into, what type of an NGO. So it could be like they're an activist or advocacy kind of group. So it could be, for example, the International Red Cross. It could be a group like, maybe you really want to be out in the field and you're looking at a group like the International Crisis Group. They're a huge NGO. They're based out of Belgium, and they have field offices, like 60-some, and they do field reports on what's happening in various countries in transition. If you were interested in a little bit of the environment bent, you might go to the World Resources Institute or World Watch. These are two very large NGOs, and you might think that with those titles that it's all environmental backgrounds, but it's not. They're very interested, for example, in Aboriginal, whether it's in pharmaceuticals, intellectual property rights. They could be interested in, globally certain cultures and how they deal with water, or, how they deal with education or health delivery. So, again, I wouldn't limit, where you look. I think a fair amount of internet research will sort of give you some ideas. I think that if you dig deep enough and you actually go, if you're looking at About Us and you get down to the staff profiles, you'll find some of their backgrounds to be quite interesting. And so I think, there's groups within. So, for example, the World Bank has like 17 different groups of organizations, which are largely NGOs that they work with. So it could be on forestry, traditional forestry practices, and you might want to be working over in Indonesia somewhere. The opportunities are really limitless. So I hope that's given you a bit of feedback.